Hello everyone and welcome. So today I will be helping you with absolute value. So absolute value is in this format here. So with these two bars here, and inside here is the value, and over here is what equals the absolute value. So say you had so something like 3x. So this, since this is already a positive, you would not have to find the absolute value of it. So this would just be 3x. And then if you had a negative value, such as negative 2x, this will just be 2x. And this also applies to values that do not have a variable. So absolute value can also be used for expressions as well. So things like 3 minus x, that would just be that could be solved just by changing all of the negative signs to positive. So the positive 3 sign would just still stay the same, but then minus x would just turn into plus x. So that would be how you would solve these expressions. So if the expression had multiple terms and all those terms had negative coefficients, that would follow the same procedure, but just a bit more complicated. So negative 2x plus 3 minus x squared to the power 3. So this would just be solved using 2x plus 3 plus x to the power 3. So that would just be how you would solve those. And if it was a numerical value inside the value here, then we would follow the same kind of format. So this would just be 3. I'll just do negative 33. So this would equal 33, but because we would change the negative sign to positive here. Alright, so let's try some problems regarding that. And alright, so for the first one we have what is the absolute value of negative 7. So here we would just have to reverse the negative sign to a positive. So that would just change it into 7. Alright, let's do the second one, which asks to do what is the absolute value of 5x. So this we would just have to just change the negative signs into positive signs, or we would just keep all the positive signs, or just a mix of both if we have those terms fitting in those two categories. So in this case we just have a positive term without any negative terms, so we would just have to keep that, and that would just equal 5x. Alright, let's do the next one, which asks what is the absolute value of 8. So this one here we would have to do the same thing as we did in the last problem, just that this problem we would not have a variable anywhere here, so we would just have 8 as our answer for the absolute value. Let's do the fourth one, which asks what is the absolute value of negative x minus 3. So we would have to change all of the negative signs in this case, and then we would just solve from there. So we have negative x minus 3, so we first have to change the first negative sign which is negative x, and then that would just be x, and then we have to change the negative 3 into a positive 3, so then this will just be plus 3. Alright, let's do the fifth one, which asks, what is negative 3x plus 4? So this one we would just, in this case we have a mix between positive values and negative values, so we would just have to keep the positive ones and switch the negative ones into positive values. So this one here we have negative 3x, which would be changed into just 3x, and then this plus 4 we would keep, and that would just be 4x. So that would be our answer. And let's do the fifth, the sixth one, which asks, what is the absolute value of 2x minus 5? So this one here we would just have 2x plus 5 instead. So here we have 2x plus 5 as answer, since we have the negative 5 as our negative term here, so we would just have to change the sign to a positive. Alright, let's do the seventh one, which asks, what is the absolute value of negative 9? So this one just deals with a numerical value instead of one with a variable. So we would just solve that by changing the negative sign into a positive. So this one we would just have to change it into a 9. Alright, let's do the eighth one, which asks, what is the absolute value of negative 4x? So this one is like all the others we've done. So this one is just changing the sign of negative 4x to positive 4x, which is our answer. And that would end our lesson for today. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you. And also, if you have any questions, feel free to post those into the comments section. Thank you.